and welcome to Formula Kart Stars 2015. Supported by Formula One Management, this is the UK's premium karting championship, and amongst others, it's where Formula One two-time world champion Lewis Hamilton learned his craft. This karting championship is revolutionary because all the drivers get to start off on a level playing field. The entrance is a fixed cost for the season, and each of the 4 classes are given identical karts. So Gary, they are all given identical engines, so it really comes down to the driver at the end of the day.
That's right, that's what we set this up for, is at the end of the day, every single engine has been dynoed from you. So we know the figures where they are, and they're all virtually within, this tiny little spec. They're randomly picked out, because on a computer system, so they'll never get that engine again through the course of the year.
Over the course of a race weekend, each driver will get given 5 sets of tyres, 3 slicks that you can see on the car at the moment, and 2 wet, which hopefully we won't see in use this weekend. But of course, this championship is really about the drivers. And believe me, in this paddock, there are plenty of characters.
Being that close to the floor with that pace with other drivers, it's just an amazing feeling.
I'm just Mark. I used to do horse riding when I was younger, but I always thought it was too slow. Yeah!
I always love racing.
I would like to be like Lewis Hamilton when I'm older and driving a Formula One car.
It's the power that you have behind the car.
It's fast. Some of them are actually quite good and tough at racing.
Some of them.
Most of them.
Boys don't really like girls beating them.
The hard work and trying to get closer, and just I enjoy everything about it.
Whilton Mill is a stone's throw from Silverstone in Northampton. The track is fast with plenty of sweeping, quick corners. Now, as the karts pass turn 2, they come up this hill, hit turn 3, Christmas corner, and this is one of the best overtaking spots of the track, so we can expect to see plenty of action here. So it's time for these cadets. They're aged just between 8 and 10 years old. Now, you are our pole man. Congratulations. How are you feeling going into this first race?
I'm feeling quite confident because I've won all the heats and hopefully I can win the final as well.
And what's your strategy for this race?
Probably just push away with whoever gets in front of me.
Jack, over to you.
Thanks, Nikki. The cadet final about to get underway here at Whilton Mill. On pole position is Oliver Bearman. It's Joseph Taylor alongside him with third on the grid, Brecon Ely, as the racing gets underway down towards the first corner. Good start up the inside there from Brecon Ely. Looks like he's got up into second place past Joseph Taylor. Very busy in the middle of the pack as they head up towards Christmas corner for the first time. But it's Oliver Bearman who holds the lead, coming up to the hairpin right-hander. Up into 4th position there is Max Dodds. So he's got a good getaway too. But it's the 87 kart of Oliver Bearman who's won all of the heats so far today, who is leading the way. A move on for second place, and back through into second goes Joseph Taylor. Good move by the 27 kart. Little check behind to see what the score is, and the score is he's in second place. The battles are raging further back as well. Little dart to the inside from Max Dodds. He's battling with Harley Keeble at the moment. The race leaders coming down towards the left-hander at the boot. A look up the inside line. It's still Oliver Bearman holding the lead, but for second place, the battle is absolutely frantic. It's Brecon Ely who holds that second place at the moment in the blue kart as they come across the line to start the final lap of the race. Oliver Bearman having to go defensive into the first turn. Now they come round through the hook and up towards Christmas corner once more. A little look to the inside from Brecon Ely, but I don't think he's quite going to be close enough. A little tap under braking, but at the moment it's still Bearman, then Keneally, and then Taylor. Through Inkermans, down the hill towards the tight right-hander. A wide line taken in there by Joseph Taylor. That could allow him to get the cut back, and it does. Taylor through into second position. But now Keneally's going to try the same manoeuvre at the next corner. The two of them make contact on the run down into the left, and that has allowed Oliver Bearman to break free. It's Brecon Ely who gets up into that second place. Down to third then is Joseph Taylor. But all up at the front, all on his own now, is Oliver Bearman, who comes through the final corner now to take victory in the cadet final here at Whilton Mill. And second across the line is going to be Joseph Taylor. After 17 laps of racing, Oliver Bierman takes victory, 2.7 seconds clear of Joseph Taylor, who passed Breckenhealy on that final lap.
Are you pleased with second? You look a little bit disappointed there.
I'm pleased with it, but I thought I could have gotten better, but just didn't really plan out how I hoped it would.
Why? What happened?
Just when I was on the second lap to last lap, Bray tried to come up the inside and just ended up clipping each other and lost us a lot of time. We could have been up at the front otherwise.
Ollie, congratulations. You must be really pleased.
I'm really pleased with myself. I've won every race today, and I've tried my hardest. Got a bit of a gap near the end of the race, and just led it from there.
Congratulations. Go and take your podium spot. Well, what a brilliant start to the competition. You can really see how competitive it is. Now it's time for the Super Cadets, aged between 10 and 12. So I'm joined by Caden McQueen, or should I say Caden McCool, because you are a pretty cool dude, I believe.
Yep.
Yeah. And out of all the drivers that you aspire to be, who's your favourite?
It's got to be Lewis Hamilton.
Right, Harry Thompson, you're in P1. What's your strategy going to be for the race? What are you focusing on?
Hopefully trying to keep it till the end and just try and keep going.
Sounds like a good plan to me. Good luck.
Pole position man Harry Martin stopping on the rolling up lap, which means that as the race gets underway, it's Brandon Martland who holds the lead into the first turn. Coming up into second place there is Keaton Samra, and in third spot is Caden McQueen as they make their way up towards Christmas Corner for the first time. Good start from Brandon Martland. He holds the inside line on the way into the hairpin. A little bit of side-by-side action further back as McQueen in the 42 kart tries to get past the 57 of Keaton Samra. Not quite able to do it just yet. Takes a wider line though into Inkermans, and that could give him an opportunity. Coming down into the left-hander, there's the look to the inside from Caden McQueen. He moves up into second place, almost contact there with the 32 kart of Seamus Martin. He moves up into second place now, and McQueen loses out a couple of places. He's got Abby Munro right up behind him now, although Patterson darts past Munro. But up at the front, it's still Brandon Martland as they come out through the boot. Seamus Martin in second place. Third across the line is Keaton Samra. Brandon Martland who leads. Seamus Martin on the attack, looking for the lead of the race at the inside, coming into the boot, and he's through. Martin leads. Martland drops down to second position. In third place now is Caden McQueen in the 42 kart. The man in the red overalls. Some of the bollards getting sent flying towards the back of the pack, but there through goes Tyler Reid, making a move on Abby Munro. But it's Seamus Martin who's in the lead of this race. Battle on for second place. Caden McQueen forces his way past Brandon Martland. McQueen up into second place. These are our top three that have broken away. It's Seamus Martin. Well, now it's Caden McQueen into the lead. The 42 kart into first place. And there, going up into second place, is Dexter Patterson. So Seamus Martin from first drops all the way down to third as they come up towards Christmas Corner, and Patterson makes the move for the lead now. Patterson leads. Second is going to be just about McQueen. Frantic action between these three in the Super Cadet final. Once again, the look towards the inside from McQueen, and he goes through past Patterson. And Seamus Martin follows through as well. Non-stop. They've got a back marker up in front of him. That's why the blue flag's being waved. Here's the attack from Seamus Martin up the inside, and he now leads, taking the position away at Christmas Corner. McQueen in second, third for Dexter Patterson. And now the look back up the inside from McQueen is non-stop battling up at the front. Seamus Martin holds it at the moment. Patterson has forced his way up into second place in the number 17 as they come across the line now to start the final lap. Seamus Martin it is who leads, Patterson in second, and in third place Caden McQueen. And these three, ever since they made their breakaway at the front, have been absolutely commanding in this race. But any one of the three of them could take victory. Coming up towards the right-hander, half a lap to go. Little look towards the inside. There's the attack from McQueen. A bit of contact with the back of Patterson. He's up on the back wheel. Patterson holds the second place, and that has given the advantage to Seamus Martin. He's managed to streak clear in this closing lap through the final corner, and Super Cadet final victory at Whilton Mill goes to Seamus Martin. Fantastic performance from him. Here's a look at the results. Seamus Martin in the end finishing a second clear of Dexter Patterson. Caden McQueen completing the top 3.
So Dexter, you've had a great day and finishing in second on the podium. Are you happy with that?
Yeah, it's quite good because we had a good qualifying by polling it, but we didn't have very good heats. But coming off second was really good for me.
Are you pleased with a win on your first race?
Yeah, I'm really happy that I first.
Was that quite an unexpected win?
Yeah.
Some absolutely phenomenal driving out there. Great to see those drivers at speed. Now, next up, we're going to be going super fast, so don't go anywhere. Well, we're getting faster and faster as the day goes on, because now it's time for the juniors, the 12 to 15-year-olds that are running engines twice the size of the cadets. Let's go and chat to some of them.
I'm really excited racing this class. My first time racing this track.
I'm a little bit nervous, but once I get out there, I'll be fine.
I presume you're gunning for a win, or are you happy with a P2 finish?
Definitely going to be gunning for that win. Definitely want that P1.
Do you think it's realistic?
Yeah, definitely. It's all to play for, to be fair, because there's a great host of good drivers here, so it's all to play for between the whole field.
Now, Tom, you've had a pretty solid performance all day today, starting from P1. You must be pleased with that.
Yeah, I'm really pleased. You know, I wasn't expecting much really, but you know, all that pressure off of me is, you know, sort of paid off. Really looking forward to the final, see what can happen really.
So it's time for this super fast race to get underway with the juniors racing the 125cc karts. Jack, over to you.
Thank you, Nikki. It's Tom Wood on pole position as this junior final gets underway at Whilton Mill, and it's a really good start from Tom Wood. Comfortably holds the lead into the first corner. Up into second place has gone Ethan Hawkey by the looks of things in the 40, as everyone else makes their way up towards Christmas corner for the first time. But it's Wood leading, Hawkey in second. And Hawkey is really pushing Wood under some early pressure and slowing there. That's Dean McDonald. He was in third place and he's just dropped right away from the leaders. Looks as though his challenge is going to be over in this first round of the season. It's Tom Wood versus Ethan Hawkey up at the front, and there is Dean McDonald out of the race. The leaders have been joined now by Jack Mabin in the 71, looking to the inside up into Christmas corner. Is he going to be close enough to force his way through? Yes, just about. That allows Tom Wood a little breathing space. On board here with Angus Fender as Matthew Bargarido goes through in front of Sean Davidson up in front. There's the battle over fourth place, a little bit detached from the lead three. And now Fender looks to the inside of Sean Davidson and he goes through as well. But we've got a lead change up at the front. Jack Mabin forces his way past. Tom Wood drops down to second, and in third place now is Ethan Hawkey. Wood immediately tries to fight back and does so, and following through is Hawkey in the 40. So Wood, Hawkey and Mabin the top three now. Matthew Rangarido in a battle in front of us, and that is Tom Douglas. He's making his way past. Angus Fender going through as well, the man we're on board with, as they come out onto the start-finish straight again. Those two still battling over fourth and fifth spots, but up at the lead, it's Tom Wood losing out now to Ethan Hawkey. Hawkey goes through, and immediately following him through is Jack Mabin. So the top three continue to change their order pretty much every corner. At the moment, it's Ethan Hawkey who has the advantage. Through the S's down towards the left-hander as they come into the boot. Forceful move from Jack Mabin, but he's not going to be able to go around the outside there. Might be able to get the switch back. Not quite. Hawkey driving well here in the lead of the race and holding on to the advantage at the moment. Into the first two turns again. Beautifully sliding these karts through. But now here comes the attack from Jack Mabin. Up into Christmas corner, through on the inside. Mabin leads, Hawkey down to second, still Tom Wood in third place. He had dropped back a little bit from these lead pair, but now he's got himself right back into the battle. Through there goes Hawkey again. Wood follows through into second place. We're on board with Angus Fender, trying to force his way past Matthew Rangarido. They're going side by side through the first turn, and Rangarido holds the place, and in fact through goes Tom Douglas. Back at the front, Ethan Hawkey under pressure from Tom Wood. Wood looks to the inside. Hawkey tries to hold on all the way around, but gets on the grass and drops down to second place. Tom Wood back at the front. Back up into second is Jack Mabin as we go on board with Fender once more. Still doing battling, this time going around the outside of Tom Douglas. But 23 and 71, Tom Wood and Jack Mabin have broken clear a little bit up at the front. And running a little bit wide there is Fender, who we're on board with, losing out to Jamie Sharp. But it's Wood and Mabin who are sprinting clear up at the front. Ethan Hawkey's dropped back a little bit now, about a second and a half behind. Meanwhile, Fender goes on the attack. Big incident for Fender. Into the barriers. That's his race over after he comes together with Jamie Sharp. But up at the front, it's Tom Wood coming into the boot for the final time. I don't think Jack Mabin is going to be close enough to stop him winning this junior final here at Whilton Mill. First round of the season, and it's victory for Tom Wood. Jack Mabin across the line second, Hawkey in third. Just 0.3 of a second separating Wood from Mabin at the line with Hawkey in third. Sean Davidson won the battle for fourth, with Saul Robinson completing the top 5.
So tell us about the battles that you were having out there.
Well, obviously I was in first position, but I lost it to Tom on that hairpin and went across the grass, but other than that, it was great, but hopefully some more of that tomorrow.
So you pleased with that result?
Yeah, very pleased with the result. Definitely was pushing Tom way to the end, but satisfied with second, to be fair.
Tom, congratulations, you must be over the moon.
I am, and I'm exhausted as well. 20-minute final, I've never experienced anything like it, but these two drove really well, Ethan and Jack, and I'm just really pleased with the result.
Now, you might have spotted that I am currently well and truly wedged in to a mid-1970s gearbox kart. This is in fact really similar to the kind of kart that Nigel Mansell would have learnt his craft on. But let's take a look 40 years forward to one of the karts that we're using today. Now, Ross, this go-kart is pretty different to the one that we've just seen out there back from the 1970s, and particularly looking at your steering wheel.
This is the new Unipro 6005. This is my data from what I can see out on the session, so I have my engine temperature, I can see that when I'm out, my speed from where the axle spins, and I have my best lap time, the difference between my lap times and how many laps I do.
That's a lot of data that you've technically got to take in whilst driving. I mean, do you have time to do that?
It's very hard to look at it on the track. Whilton Mill is a very bumpy circuit, so I only get maybe one opportunity per lap to look at the screen.
Well, thank you so much, Ross, and good luck. I hope this comes in use. Thanks. Remember, if you're a budding karter, you can get plenty more advice from our website, www.formulakartstars.com. Also, please follow us on Twitter at @official_FKS. Well, these super karts go super fast, and bearing in mind that some of these guys are nearly old enough to be driving on the roads, they can get up to speeds of nearly 75 miles an hour. So, you're one of our 2 international drivers that have come all the way over from Singapore. What's it like to be racing here?
Thoroughly enjoying it, one of the best tracks I've ever driven at. Competition is high, it's fun.
Feeling quite confident. We've gone on a new tyre for this race. We're on the hard tyre and everyone else is on the soft tyre, so hopefully at the end of the race it's going to help us, and then I can hopefully get the win at the end.
Well, I'm nervous, but I feel quite confident that we could come out on top, but it just depends on tyres and tyre pressures and all that. But I feel like if we get them right, we could win, yeah.
So, Ross, things have been going your way since we last spoke. You're about to start the race in P1. Are you pleased with that?
Yeah, I mean, the start of the day's been very well. With 2 wins and a second in our heats. We've got the soft tyres for this 20-minute final, and we just have to see how long they'll pay off for.
Well, it's time for the big boys and one girl to take to the track for the final Super FKS race.
It's Ross Martin on pole position. Alongside him on the front row is Sean Rudge, with Max Stilp starting in 3rd spot as the Super FKS final gets underway here at Whilton Mill. And look at that, an immediate swoop to the right from Ross Martin to defend the lead, which he manages to hold coming through the first corner and up towards Christmas. Look, he's got a massive advantage already. Great start from Ross Martin. The battles are all kicking off for 2nd place. It looks as though it's Sean Rudge who's managed to hold on to that 2nd place for the time being, though. On board we go with Adrian Hegarty, trying to make a move on Lewis Taylor, looking to the inside, manages to go through. 42 up in front is Bryony King, and back through comes Lewis Taylor. Great battle between Hegarty and Taylor at the moment. Martin still leading the way, but the battles are still going on further back. 53 there coming through is Jack Brooks. We're back on board with Adrian Hegarty. But it's a really commanding performance, this, from the 33 card of Ross Martin. No one anywhere near him at the moment. There's Bryony King getting a big hit off down at the large corner. That was forceful stuff from Adrian Hegarty. But there are our top three. Ross Martin, Sean Rudge and Max Stilp, fairly spread out at the moment as they head up towards Christmas. We're on board here with Jack Tritton. He's up behind Bryony King now, looks at the inside line. You can see the left foot dancing on the brake as they come up into Christmas corner. But it's still Ross Martin comfortably in the lead up at the front. The battle's closing in for second place though. Max Stilp has been closing in on Sean Rudge for these last couple of laps. On board with Jack Tritton in his battle with Arvin Ishmaeli. Ishmaeli, the Singapore racer, on the right-hand side, getting a little bit of contact, and it looks as though Jack Tritton has held on to that place for the time being. But the second place battle is raging now. 40 is Sean Rudge. Right behind him is 28 Max Stilp. Down through the right-hander at Inkermans. Up at the front, there is no one though to challenge Ross Martin. He's on the final lap of the race, coming down towards the boot for the final time. Took pole position, and since then it's been a commanding drive. He's about 3.5 seconds clear of the rest of the pack, Ross Martin. He comes across the line to win in Super FKS here at Whilton Mill. Second across the line is just going to be Sean Rudge ahead of Max Stilp. Here's a look at the results. 3.5 seconds the winning margin. Martin, Rudge and Stilp the top three.
Now, Sean, we had a little chat before and you were feeling a little bit nervous going into this race, but what a performance!
I mean, my mouth is still pretty dry throughout the whole thing. But yeah, it was. I was really happy with it. I mean, it's a good way to open the season. I mean, tomorrow can be something completely different because it's going to be wet all day. But yeah, I'm really, really happy with it.
Well, Ross, you've been pretty unbeatable all day. Where did you find that pace?
I don't know. I think it was the tyres that helped me there. I knew I had to get a gap at the start to make sure the boys wouldn't catch me and just manage my tyres at the end. They are a really tough tyre to drive, but a lot faster, so we knew we had to keep them for the final.
Well, what a thrilling start to the season. Some brilliant racing, and well done to all of our winners. Now make sure you join us next time for plenty more action in Formula Kart Stars 2015.